everybody. Say hello everybody. I have another video for you. I said I have another video for you. Like that? I made it myself. Hello everybody. What is going on? My name is Jalen Shania Clay. I go by J. I go by J. I go by J. I go by Shania. And I have a get distracted. Well, it's pretty on thing because the video that I'm actually making that has been requested is my Y2K inspired look. If you don't know what the Y2K inspired look is, these are the photos, and I also think you can go and look at them on my social media, which I will also be leaving in the description box as well as probably in the video. And today I'm going to talk about how I did the photos because so many people ask, like, are they AI? And then there are people who are like, how? And then there's people who are like, I don't know if I can do this. And I'm like, no, you can do it. This is not AI. I took these on my phone and I edited these. So without further ado, I am going to get right into how I did this. So first things first, I would like to mention that I do have a bachelor's in graphic design and illustration, and when I went to school, I also took some photography classes. So a lot of my editing was from learning how to do it. However, you do not need a bachelor's degree to get photos that look really good and like they're professional, like they're AI made. And the first thing that I would like to talk about is your settings. Now, me personally, I did not like the quality phone that I had, so I did upgrade to the iPhone 17 Pro Max. However, you do not need the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And I'm going to let you know right now, settings are going to, listen. Settings are like the foundation of your photo. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have the crispest, cleanest canvas to take these photos so that when you go to edit, your foundation will be solid, photos won't come out grainy and look real weird and chopped. So now you have like a super clear background, which I'm also going to explain how you get and where to get, and then you have a super grainy photo. That's just not what you want. The settings that I'm going to be recommended can be used and adjusted for all models of iPhones. This is going to go for your Pro Max or your powerhouse models, your standard Pros, and then your legacy models, which are going to be the 14 and below. So, by the way, I should specify that the settings that I'm talking about are in your actual camera. You're all going to go to your settings and you're going to go to your exposure. Your exposure is going to toggle mid to low range. So you're going to toggle your settings at from 0 to 3. Not going higher than 3. This is going to make sure that you don't produce images that are not conducive to your skin. Like, you don't want to look like a ghost or super bright. So starting off with my powerhouse group, your settings are going to focus primarily on Apple Log and ProRes. So when you double click on the side or you go to your camera app, you're going to look in the top left corner, and for standard Pro as well, I'm going to throw in standard Pro with this. If you look in the top right, you should see where it says a little circle and it says raw, and you're going to click in there and you're going to choose raw. Now you can shoot in HEIF, HEIF. However, the difference between HEIF and raw is quality. Because these phones have they kind of hinge on the quality of the camera and it being as close to an actual like Sony or Nikon built into a phone. a raw photo is gonna make sure that you get like the best quality that you can with the cell phone. The difference is just in the quality. It's gonna come out more realistic, let's say. So you just really wanna make sure that you look as natural as possible in your photo, and make sure that your photo is bright enough so that when you go to choose your background, then you can shift the exposure and it'll look natural. It'll look as if you're actually in the Y2K era. So that is what you want. Now, for my standard pro models, you are going to be shooting in 4K at 24 frames per second, because when you go to take your photos, your quality photos will be as crisp and clear as your phone can get. Last but not least, we have our legacy group. Now, this is going to be for our iPhone models that are 12 and below. You specifically are going to focus on exposure lock and manual brightness. So this means that you're going to adjust your brightness manually and lock your phone in place so that you can get this like really good quality photos as well. You're going to hold your phone screen until you get the AE/AF, and that essentially is you're going to lock your phone screen. And this is also going to help your cell phone focus more when you go to take your photos so that it looks more natural or realistic. Natural, realistic, same thing. Now that we have everybody's settings locked, loaded, and ready to shoot, I'm going to tell you how I actually edited my photos and did the background and everything. So, long story short, I'm gonna condense it all so everybody can keep up. I took my photos, I already have Photoshop downloaded because I'm a graphic designer. I like to edit photos, I like to take photos, I like to do digital media. For those who don't want to pay for it, just download it and then you can use it to adjust your settings and your lightness and darkness, etc., etc. For people who do want to pay, or even just do the free trial for 7 days so then you don't have to pay for it, then you can do that, and I think it automatically cancels, but just make sure to cancel it on the 7th day. But they usually tell you like, hey, your trial's up, you want to renew it, but just make sure that you're, and then before we even get into that, we want to go straight over to Pinterest. Why? Because that is where I got my Y2K background. What I typed in is 3D silver backgrounds, or just silver, some type of like silver background, like a moving silver background or something, and it gives you like these 3D Y2K-ish kind of background styles, and you can choose whatever background you want. Just make sure that you can fit it to match your photo. So like if you choose a bright photo like what I did, you're gonna have to be aware that you have to edit for your skin tone and your skin type. So once I selected my background, which I'm also going to leave here so that you guys can use it, take it for yourself, and make photos and tag me in it, duh. We're gonna go over to photo. Well, first off, you're gonna download that image or screenshot it. I screenshot mine so that I could get the full image. You're gonna go over to Photoshop. You're gonna choose your photo that you took of yourself, and then you're going to go to remove background. We're gonna remove the background. After you remove the background, then you are going to choose refine selection. This is going to make sure that if parts of your body are covered by the background, you're going to undo that. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab the brush. There is a plus and a minus sign, and you're going to choose the minus sign, erase parts of your body, and then that is going to make sure that your background isn't swallowing your whole body up. After we have our background set and ready to go, we are going to start with the editing portion of this. What you want to do is you want to scroll all the way to the right and then you want to go to adjustments. Adjustments is where you're going to do all of your editing settings. And what you're going to do is you're going to edit the photo to match the background. If you do not match your background, you're going to look like you're from Mars, and your photo is going to look like it's from, I don't know, where Ice King lives in Adventure Time. So you don't want that. So you are just going to edit the background using exposure, sharpness, if you want to make your background sharper or not, and then you're going to edit to make your skin tone match as well. Now, it is a lot to go into. Another tip and trick that you can use to adjust based on your skin tone and skin type is you can actually section off different pieces of your hair, your skin, your jewelry, so you can actually make it look like, that's how I made my jacket adjust to the background. And then I also used tint and temperature to change the color of the background that I had in my picture so that it could look very soft. And those are some of my tips and tricks and things that I did specifically to get that Y2K look. If you are someone who loves to take photos and you just struggle with editing, but you really want literally every single detail broken down, I have created a booklet. Yes, I did spend those 2 weeks making a booklet because you guys like, how do you do this? How do you make this? And because it, like, a lot of things don't teach you step by step. Things are just like, hey, buy this and this is my story. I actually made an actual step-by-step booklet that's going to tell you the exact number for the adjustments, the temperature, the everything, even how to separate the background from you personally and to edit based on your skin type. And I did lighter skin types and darker skin types. So literally you will get a whole step-by-step manual guide on how to edit your photos, your Y2K photos, exactly fit to your skin type and your background and whatever else. I can also give you one more free tip and trick. If you took photos that you really enjoy your face and you really enjoy your face. If you really enjoy the way that your face looks in the photo, like say for example, I really love my makeup today and my hair is icy blue, but I don't like my shirt and I don't like my jewelry. One thing that I did was I actually used the remove clothes tool, and this creates a completely different outfit for how you look. So if you want to change your outfit, AI will actually generate your outfit inside of the AI app, which is actually what I did for this photo of this lovely lady here who decided to be my model. And she's also mentioned in the booklet because she is darker skinned. So I generated clothes for her so that I could show how to do the Y2K look on someone who has darker skin. So I put that in there, and that is just another tip and trick. If you have a specific look, if you already took photos like a year or 2 years ago when you save them to your baddies file, I'm projecting because I take photos and I save them to my baddies file. And you want to reuse them, then you can. You don't have to keep them in your archives, and you can always shift and change your outfits to look however you want them to look. That is going to be included in my 15-page booklet. It is very short, it's straight to the point. Go straight to my website and just purchase the book and just DIY it. Like literally do it yourself. And if there is something that you feel like I should add to the booklet to help other people improve on their editing skills, then just shoot me a message, send me a quick DM, send me a quick thread, send me a quick YouTube suggestion, or make a comment, and communicate with me so that I know how better to improve on this editing skills and this editing thing. So aside from that, make sure to tag me in your photos. Let's do hashtag SJY2K for SJ Designs and Y2K, because Y2K gets lost in the sauce, and this is an editing video, so let's do hashtag SJY2K. And you can also make sure to at me in your photos, because I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with. And I will catch you guys in another video. Thank you, love you, bye.